the Zuma Big Talk yesterday, we took a look at the permanent solution to ASU strikes in Nigeria. We did have quite a number of suggestions. Some people say privatize, well, not privatize, but let the universities source for their funds and take care of themselves by themselves. Some people say, hey, how about you just, go ahead with the 2009 agreement. But then we're looking at a permanent solution to ASU strike, so that never again will we hear about ASU strike in Nigeria. But if you missed that, well, you can check it out on our YouTube page. You'll find it there, Zuma Big Talk. That's what it's titled, or you get it in the Zuma headlines, okay? You get to see what people said about how to solve this challenge in our nation. Still taking a look at premiumtimesng.com this morning.
Over the years, we have heard
police is your friend.
These days, the police say,
now we protect with courage and serve with compassion.
Hi, my name is Kemi Ashiko. Join me every Wednesday morning at 9:05 a.m. on CitizenFM 93.7 for Police and Citizens, an opportunity for citizens to interface with the members of the police force. Your suggestions, commendations, comments, and complaints will be taken on the show. Do make it a date. Every Wednesday morning, 9:05 a.m. Police and Citizens is the show. Don't miss it.
All right, Citizen FM 93.7, still taking a look at the front pages this morning, and this is coming from the desk of, it shows the picture of the IGP, but it says insecurity, we scaled up security in Abuja. All right, taking a look at that story. This comes amid reported attacks and panic among residents about possibility of more attacks by terrorists in Abuja, and the Nigerian Police Force, NPF, said on Tuesday that it has made additional deployments of its officers in the Federal Capital Territory following reports of attacks in various parts of the city. Of course, the force spokesperson Muyiwa Adejobi said this in a statement, and it was obtained by Premium Times. The statement comes amid reported attacks and panic among residents about the possibility of more attacks by terrorists in the capital city. All of this you will find in the belly of PremiumTimesNJ.com. And we move on from that story now to this one where it says Naira falls to new low against the dollar. All right, you find the details of that, PremiumTimesNJ.com. ASU strike, some students now kidnappers, say an NLC leader. Right, Senate passes bill to curb proliferation of small arms and light weapons. Senate passes bill to curb proliferation of small arms and light weapons. You find the details of that and more in the belly of Premium Times NJ. Organ harvesting, UK court grants Ekwemadu's wife bail, retains Ekwemadu himself. You find the details of that and more right there in the belly of Premium Times NJ.com. NNPC Limited debunks reports on sack of workers. All right, Citizen FM 93.7 tag team, radio friend of radio boss. I don't want them to call me because I wanted to say, anyways. Good morning, Lawrence. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Kamko. You know what happens when you talk too much?
What's that?
You get yourself into trouble.
When you want to look for my trouble, give me advance notice.
Okay.
Good morning,
you know
Lawrence.
That there's life after the studio.
Don't be threatening me like this. They will think I'm the troublesome one. They won't know.
Waiting for you. When Tolu comes to the office, just remind me.
Be nice, Mr. Lawrence. Be nice, Anyways, good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
You're looking good this morning.
I know.
This is pride.
It's a way of life.
This is pride. In any case, it's good to see you again. Lawrence, I think we should just kick off straight up. I'm taking a look at Premium Times NG this morning, and one of the stories that has really, caused a lot of issues right now is this security challenges we have. And here it says that we've scaled up security in Abuja. That's coming from the Force PRO, CSP Adejobi.
It's not the best of the times for us as Nigerians, all across the country, and also in Abuja, and especially coming from the sad news yesterday about the death of some of our gallant soldiers, understand, in the Brigade of Guards. So I was just going through that story, and it was like young, brilliant, gallant men caught in their prime. And these are people who have families, people's children, people's spouses, brothers, and stuff like that. And it's a very trying moment for us in Nigeria. And I don't think this is the time for anyone to gloat over our failings in insecurity, because it affects everybody, directly or indirectly, one way or another. Some schools have been shut down in the territory, and you know the implication of that. And a lot of businesses too are also feeling the pinch, because people are afraid of going out and stuff. But I don't think we should lose hope. I don't think we should. This is a time to rally around the government, and this is also the time for the government also to speak out words of encouragement, words of assurances, words of what they are doing, and everything. Move the people along, because whatever you do, if you don't carry the citizens along, it will just be like winking in the dark and stuff like that. I appreciate the challenges that they face, especially the people in the security sector, but then it's what we have to do what we have to do as a nation.
Well, the truth is, a democracy, you can't afford to keep mum. In a democracy, you must talk, and talk. Maybe not talk as much as Trump, but at least talk. You know, talk to the people. The people need to understand what is going on. Their fears need to be assuaged. That's what a democracy is about. But then again, I understand that the commander-in-chief, right, is an ex-general, and generals are meant to be felt and not heard. So maybe that's what we are having. The good thing about it is, come 2023, we are having the first elections in Nigeria since our democracy that you don't have an ex-soldier, you know, contesting for the first place position. Yeah, you might look at the fact that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar was in the customs, you know, but I'm saying ex-soldier like that, you know, because you have to talk to the people. That's why it's a democracy.
Yeah, but I remember I was just trying to rack my brain when you said this is the first election we're having without an ex-soldier.
Okay, there was the
2011 when Jonathan contested.
General Buhari was President Buhari contested against him. President Buhari contested against him, and then you've had it like that. Either General Basanjo, then President Buhari, you know, something like that. But this time around, it might be the first elections that we'll have. We'll have a clean slate. There is no ex-military man, because the way the military is run is different from the way a democracy is run. In a democracy, you must talk to the people. It's important.
I agree with you.
All right, we move on from that. And here, this one says, Umahi not fighting with a woman over APC senatorial ticket. That's the APC chairman. I don't know what you make of that.
I don't know whether it's trying to reduce this thing into... I sense some kind of pettiness there. What has it got to do with... Is it because the candidate is a woman? You understand? They have differences between two candidates.
And then you have to refer. Maybe this is the time we, the women, need to carry placards and say, no, this is not acceptable. But we move on from that now. It says, ASU crisis must be resolved to prevent collapse of university system, Ganduje tells protesting unions.
Well, I hope they will walk the talk. Everyone seems to be on the same page as far as the issue of salvaging the sector is concerned. But that's where it ends. What happens after then? Somebody like Governor Ganduje is a very influential member of this government, and I'm sure that he and some others can help resolve this issue.
All right. We move on away from that, and we take a look at what the point is saying in a bit and this Nigeria before we move on to other papers. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with that. 17 minutes past 7, still Citizen FM 93.7, and this is the Zuma headlines, and we're taking a look at the top stories in the papers this morning. And we take a look at the Point now. Top story on the Point says, resolve ASU strike or face total strike. NLC dares the federal government. Resolve ASU strike or face total strike. The writer to that story says, vows to fight on until 2009 agreement is fulfilled. ASU rejects plan to hike fees to 750,000 in public universities. Protesters in Lagos, Osun, Kaduna, Plateau, Oyo demand end to crisis. Lawrence, what's your take?
Well, I'm not surprised that the protests generally brought about a lot of reactions. It was expected, but I just hope that it will not get to the level to which the NLC is talking about. I hope that there will be some genuine effort at getting back to the round table and discussing, because we are already feeling the pinch in different sectors.
Absolutely.
So
you know, Lawrence, I was reading the news this morning, compiled by you, where it said that the Nigeria Labour Congress and its affiliate unions on Tuesday defined the warnings, blah, blah, blah. But then I want to get to the point where it says specifically the NLC said the money the two major parties, the All Progressives Congress and the People's Democratic Party, generated from the sale of forms to aspirants could address ASU's demands. Now, we also know that the NLC has a party, Labour Party. So when I saw this, I said, I hope this thing is not getting a political twist to it.
Yes, yesterday, yesterday when I had an interview with the Director of Information for the NLC, I put that question to him, and his explanation was that the Labour Party is a distinct entity from the NLC, and that everything about the Labour Party is run differently. Different.
But from these statements, do you get?
He said it was mischievous for people to try to bring in any political coloration. I'm quoting him. That's what he told me.
Okay, well, we'll get to hear more of what he told you at 10.
Yes, I know that it will be difficult for people to extricate Labour Party from the NLC. It's a difficult process to attempt.
Absolutely. Okay, well, we move on from that now. It says Buhari writes Senate seeks approval to confirm Ariwola as new CJN.
Yeah, and from feelers we understand that the acting CJN may be confirmed today in plenary by the Senate.
We keep our fingers crossed, and of course you know that we bring you a news update every hour except at 8 a.m. Okay, so you keep your fingers crossed. You definitely will hear it first on Citizen FM 93.7 as much as possible. We will do our best to break that news to you. Okay, Lawrence, we move on from that now, and we go on to the front page of This Nigeria. 20 minutes past 7, Citizen FM 93.7. I don't want to report Lawrence Omoite to the rest of the... Anyways, Lawrence, stop looking for trouble. It's too early in the morning.
Please, can we go ahead?
Yes, we're going ahead. This Nigeria front page says NLC dares FG grounds activities high 10 out of workers in Lagos, Ibadan. We took that story earlier. We're moving from that one. Says conflicting reports as military confirms killing of 3 soldiers after terrorist ambush.
Yeah, that's a sad one. That's what we spoke about earlier. It's very sad, although we've not had an official statement from the Nigerian Army or from the Defense Headquarters. But if yesterday there was a press release by the Kogi State Governor, you understand, expressing his grief over the death of 2 of the soldiers who are from Kogi State. So that will give you a feeler that is it's real. It's real, and it's sad.
And it's sad.
Sad.
And it's sad. Well, we move on from that. It says CBN seeks court order to freeze 157 accounts over diversion of prepaid meters funds.
I hope that order will come in very soon.
Lawrence,
quickly.
what's happening? What's wrong with us in this country?
There's nothing wrong with us. People take advantages of lapses.
You know, on the Zuma Big Talk later at 8, we want to look at how to address the issue of get rich quick syndrome. It's not even something that just the youth partake in these days. It's something that it's almost as if it's a cankerworm, a pandemic that we have. But that's from 8 o'clock. We're going to do 2 stories on the Zuma Big Talk like we did yesterday. Okay, so get rich quick syndrome. You heard of the story of the lady who was caught with over 2 kilograms of cocaine, less than 30-year-old young woman who claims to sell human hair on Instagram. But yeah, so that's part of the reason why we're taking a look at this. You know, this get rich quick syndrome, money at all cost, the causes, the challenges, and how to actually, turn our faces from these things is what we'll be looking at on the Zuma Big Talk at from 8 o'clock. So please keep it locked. We will be getting your reactions at that time. But before then, you can react to any of the stories on the front pages this morning. It will be an opportunity to also hear your thoughts. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Clinton.
Good morning, sir.
ID.
The maestro.
Good to hear from you this morning.
My pleasure.
Where are you calling from this morning?
I'm coming.
And I just said yesterday that we haven't heard from him in a little while. Well, I'm hoping you can call back. 0818 22 22 205 is the number to call. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, Kemi and Lawrence.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, I'm Johnny calling from my Tama.
Oh, Johnny, good to have you on the program again this morning.
Thank you so much. I think I would like to commend Mr. Lawrence largely for finding for making a point of duty to interview the secretary to the Nigerian Labour Congress. I think it's a great one. So Nigerians should know how things are going. That is the key point there. And I think it will be difficult for Nigerians actually to believe if Labour Party is not affiliated to that Nigerian Labour Congress as it may be. I want to commend you largely, like I've said, for doing that.
Yeah,
and
the program will be up at 10 a.m. this morning, so you get to listen.
Okay, I'll be listening by God's grace.
Amen.
And for the money that is being paid to some account, I think I would like to. Nigeria the government has a lot to do to us, so that we should know those people that are, harboring those money in their own respective accounts. Nigerians want to know them, so that there should be publications of names, so that we know where we are going to. Thank you so much, Lawrence and Kevin. God bless you. God bless Nigeria.
Amen. And God bless you too. God bless Nigeria. Oh, Lawrence, you see, and that's another challenge that I sometimes have, with the government. When people do stuff like this, in times past, I'm not sure that there is anybody in Benin today that bears Anini, the name Anini, because that name and shame is part of the reason why people will not want to get involved. Don't spoil my name in those days. So sometimes when things like this happen, we need to also name and shame them. I don't know what you think about that. I don't know.
Well, Kemi, I think it's not as simple as that. Again, there are a lot of factors that come into play when you think. Some people don't really bother again. So what is in the name? All you need to know is just look at the comments you find on the social media. People are desperate. People do not have any sense of shame. The society condones a lot of things. So at the end of the day, people will say the end justifies the mean. Let me make the money first. I may just be lucky to get
away with it.
Yes.
All right, let's just quickly take a look at that story. It says CBN urges court to freeze 157 accounts over alleged diversion of funds. The Central Bank of Nigeria has urged the Federal High Court in Lokoja, Kogi State, to freeze 157 accounts of meter assets providers MAPs over alleged diverting funds meant for prepaid meters. In the suit cited by the Vanguard, the bank requested commercial banks to restrict the account of 10 companies that received intervention funds under the National Mass Metering Program, MP for 180 days pending the outcome of the investigation. Well, the names of the companies are here, Mojak Meta, and all of that is right here on the front page of the Vanguard. You will find the details there. All right, that said, we move on with more stories right here from the front page of this Nigeria, and this one here says, Ekweremadu denied bail, wife given stringent bail conditions.
When I saw that, I was like, well, our people say at all. At least one of them is out or will be out if she meets the bail conditions. But it's still, it gives me the impression that this may not just be as simple as I thought. Because when we had that revelation that the young man was not a minor, he was 21 years, I thought that maybe like 90% of the case was resolved. So, but if he's continued to be denied bail, it means that it may not be as simple as I thought initially.
Well, from what it is, they say, from what I gathered, apparently he will still be. There's still the case of organ harvesting, hanging on his head. The fact that he's not a minor is out of the place now, but organ harvesting, it's an issue there now. Well, in any case, I don't know, but then let's hope that some way, somehow, whoever is guilty is made to pay for it, and whoever is, innocent will be exonerated. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. You're on air. Oh, okay. 0818-22-22-205 is the number to call. And the last story we're taking from the front page of this Nigeria, Knox as House of Reps Speaker enrolls for program in U.S. varsity amid ASU strike.
Well, I don't know. Ordinarily, this shouldn't be an issue. Maybe people are reacting out of the frustration of having 5 students stay at home for 5 months and so many other things, and that's it. But yeah, some people can say morally, is it right for him? And I also saw pictures on display in the social media in the
of
classroom,
him in class
and stuff like that. That's why it's always good for our leaders to fix things at home. And if things were running normal, if there was no ASU strike, I don't think people will raise eyebrow to this.
And well, you never can tell. It may not be that the course he's going there for is something that is even available here in Nigeria. But then again, the fact that the students are at home, it's not a good time. Sensitivity,
yes,
to the plight of the students, it's not a good time to display something like that on social media. It's the way Governor Wike also had pictures of himself at the graduation of his son on social media a few weeks ago. It shows a lack of sensitivity to the plight of the average Nigerian whose child or who as a Nigerian is at home, not able to be there be in school due to the ASU strike. We move on from that now and we take a look at the front page of the Daily Trust, and it says 2023 North lags behind as voter registration ends in 4 days. The writer to that story says Delta, Rivers register more people than Sokoto, Niger, and Katsina. Lagos, Kano, Delta top chart. Imo, Yobe, Ekiti lowest. Insecurity, disenchantment responsible, says Adon and activists. Your thoughts?
Well, I think the good news there is that there's been an increase, an upsurge, so to speak, in the number of people who are willing to register, and that's good for the electoral process. The next step is on election day, getting most of these people out of their homes.
No, the next step is collecting.
Exactly, yeah.
It's one thing to register, it's another thing to collect
because we
your
still have
cards.
a lot in INEC offices across the state. So maybe the third step, getting people out of their homes on election day
To
and
actually
to cast
vote.
the ballot.
Okay, Lawrence, we move on from that now to this where it says no immediate solutions to aviation crisis, and that's from the minister in the headlines. Yesterday, it was said that influential Nigerians, so to speak, were taking the Jet A1 fuel from Nigeria out of Nigeria to resell in other countries. And here, the minister and the airlines are saying that no immediate solutions to aviation crisis. What are your thoughts?
So that's a sign of hopelessness. Because it's like I can just picture the man throwing up his hands in despair and say, look, nothing we can do.
But
I'm sure a lot of there are a lot of meetings going on, negotiations going on, but somehow you will see that some people will appreciate the minister for coming out with this and not giving people false hope. Because what we used to have in the past is that, this thing is going to be resolved tomorrow in 24 hours. No need for, remember the issue of a fuel, no need for panic buying. We have enough fuel supply to last for another 30 days.
okay, let me just quickly check what the story says. It says there are no immediate solutions to the current crisis rocking Nigeria's aviation sector, as the cause of the major challenge in the industry is a global issue, the federal government declared yesterday. Although the government stated that it was making efforts to address the challenges, it stressed that it could not tell when the solutions to the crisis would materialize. Domestic airlines in Nigeria have been faced with a stiff challenge posed by a hike in the price of aviation fuel, popularly called Jet A1 fuel. The cost of the commodity has jumped from 300 liters to 800 liters within 5 months.
300 liters or 300?
Sorry, 300 naira per liter to 800 naira per liter in 5 months. Thank you, Lawrence.
That's sad. That's so sad. And you see, that's what we keep saying, that in as much as it's good to look for a short-term solution, we need to have our eyes on the bigger picture. What can we do that in the next 5 years, even if we have turbulence in the international market,
We
it
won't
will
have
not
this.
affect us 100%.
Because it says here that energy crisis is real and it's global. Today there is aviation fuel problem all over the world, from America to New Zealand. It is aggravating in Nigeria because we don't produce the product
Locally.
locally. We are the weed. Okay, well, so you get to have the rest of that story. It's right there in the belly of the Punch newspapers, or you also find it on Daily Trust. All right, we move on from that now to this story that says DSS presented 44 security reports before Kuje prison attack. And that's coming from the Deputy Speaker.
Speaker Idris Wasi. I saw the story this morning, and the next question you asked was that, okay, so what happened after the attack and this revelation? Are there going to be no consequences, no punishment for people who ignored or whatever it is? Well, sometimes we know that some of these things go on behind the scene, and maybe, just maybe, some people will get punished.
And maybe the behind the scene is taking place right now as we speak. All right, it's Citizen FM 93.7. The phone lines are open now in earnest. 0818-2222-205 is the number to call. 0818-2222-205 is the number to call. Alternatively, you may call 0903-2229-797. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Buddy, are you okay?
Yeah,
Okay, all right. Please go ahead.
I was having a little choke this morning.
Oh, sorry about that.
Good
No,
morning,
good
buddy.
morning.
Good morning, buddy.
How was your night?
Beautiful.
Kenny, I hope you're having some nice coffee close to you.
I'm
But
not
not
having
Kenny
nice
is not a
coffee.
coffee
I'm not a
person.
coffee. If I take coffee, this studio will not contain also. Let me just stay on my own like this.
Okay, you have some nice warm water now. I think that will keep you very warm, because the studio is very cold most of the time.
Absolutely.
But Lawrence has been so troublesome this morning. Maybe you some little headache. So I know you can
God
come.
bless you. But I'm glad that you can see these things.
He's an old friend, that's why I know him very well. Now to the topic, to the issues this morning on the newspaper.
Yeah.
DSS say they have almost 64 reports.
44 reports
44 reports.
before the Kuje prison
44.
attack. Yes, 44.
Lawrence, I always go back to Max Banite and Cecil, who the owner of, I don't know if they are the owner of IT security in the US. He's a consultant, and Max Banite is also a consultant on security issues. Lawrence, you could remember when this whole issue of this security, the first bomb blast in, I think it's in Bayelsa, when he came on the studio on your other side, you remember, he said, if this is not neat on the board, it could become a very big money spinning game in the country.
Exactly.
Now, when Nigeria starts something and we didn't nip it on the board, we become perfect on it more than those who started it. What did government do? Mark Danite was asking that he should be called, he will even give his consultancy advice for free. The same with Cecil. What did the government of this country do? Nobody does anything, but rather those in the arms of affairs, the likes of the present president that we have, instead of them to sit and say, what can we do to settle this whole thing at the same time so that it does not snowball into something else in the country? If actually they are sure that this country belongs to them, they didn't do anything. See where we are today. Security, young men that have died. DSS, what did they do with those security details? What as a security outfit? What did they do? The Kuje prison, up till now, we've not heard anything from Mr. President. Just yesterday, a whole gas brigade. Lawrence, how did you feel as a Nigerian, as a young man? Look back at the Nigerian military and today military. They are doing a lot. I have a friend, I have a brother who is in the military. They are doing a lot, but yet, so small to show for why those at the top are compromising. It's a personal opinion this morning.
Okay. Please keep it as your personal opinion.
It's a personal opinion. It's
Thank
a personal opinion because I know what I know. I'm a civilian, but I grew up at least in Ojobara. I have uncles who are military men. I always tell them when I meet military men, I say in those days they will not recruit as a military boy, as a military guy in those days. Something needs to be done. Lawrence, I'm not happy at all. Hearing those young lads dying, gas brigade for that matter, in Nigeria, and yet Mr. President gets it out. Yet his press secretaries or whatever they are called, I say it does not matter. Let me just summarize and look and say that if this should happen in a developed client, won't you see the president this morning? When the French attack happened in that supermarket, Macron addressed the country and give them a sense of hope. Reassure the people that we will overcome this. It's a trying moment, but I know if you stand by me and I stand by you, we will overcome these challenges. It's just what the people need. Nigerians are good people. Nigerians are strong people. But all they needed is somebody who will reassure them that we will overcome these challenges in this trying moment. It's just what we needed from Mr. President. And yet, it just feels as if nothing is up. It's as if we don't have a father. Whereas we have a father.
Well, Bode.
Bode, I think you've made your point.
Yes, yeah. Thank you very much for
I'm not happy. I'm not really happy.
I understand. I understand. God bless Nigeria all the same. I'm not happy too, but some way, somehow, we must make you work. And you've been on air for 5 minutes. Okay, we're trying to keep it short between for 2 minutes, please. 2 minutes, at the most. Thank you very much. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's your name and where you calling from, please?
Okay, my name is Michael. I'm calling from Nosa.
All right, Michael, good to have you on the program this morning. Please go ahead. God bless Nigeria.
Yes. Thank you, my sister. The DS giving us that they presented the 44 report. Is a very laughable, story. It's a laughable in the sense that they are saddled with the responsibility of preventing whatever that will happen. And you are telling us, this is we're not talking about the ordinary people coming to give a report. We're talking about the security agency, whom they can even travel out to go and pick somebody, like people like Nnamdi Kanu and Co, and bring them to the country back here. And then the only thing they can tell us, they presented the 44 report concerning a Kuje attack. And instead of even making effort to be able to prevent that attack, you allow it to happen. You're now coming to tell us. We should begin to clap for you. Thank you. The Almighty Jesus, I greet you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you,
right.
Michael.
I
God
think,
bless Nigeria. Well, the responsibilities of the DSS is
apart
intelligence.
from that, let's be clear. The information did not come from the DSS. It was revealed by the Deputy Speaker of the House of Reps.
Yes.
In the course of a debate on, I think, the issue of ban on motorcycle operators. So that was when he made that comment. As it was an aside that he just went through a report, intelligence report.
Besides that, intelligence is different from the actual, the DSS, the responsibility. The problem here, right, for most Nigerians is we don't know the responsibilities for the different arms. Do you understand? For the DSS, their responsibility is to give intelligence. That's their responsibility. They are not the ones to now effect what they have seen or what they have said,
except in a joint operation or maybe otherwise directed.
Oh, exactly. But Intel is their Intel is their first responsibility.
And this did not come from them.
And it did not come from them. It came from the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives saying that there were 44 reports to read. But at the end of the day, hopefully we'll get to the bottom of this and heads should roll. That's what, if those reports came through, and it still went, that means even the intel that the DSS is given becomes useless, right? Because what's the use of giving intel if it's not acted upon? 0818-22-22-205 is the number to call. 0818-22-22-205. Alternatively, you can call 0903-2229-797, 0903-2229-797. And we move on from that now to take a look at some other stories. And this one here, don't forget, the big question on the big talk today is how do we curb the issue of the get-rich-quick syndrome that we have in Nigeria. From 8 o'clock, we take calls with regards to that get-rich-quick syndrome we have in Nigeria. I wanted to say amongst the youth, but these days it's like almost everybody's involved. The youth, because I'm not sure that the metering that they said the money was diverted. I'm not sure it's youth that perpetrated that one.
You can never tell, Sha.
Excuse me. Okay. I understand you're trying to protect the elderly because they are in your class.
These are companies now. You have a lot of young men who own very big companies, so you can never tell.
You'd stop at 40.
Yes, you have young Nigerians, 30-something, 20-something, who are multi-millionaires who run very big companies. So that's what I'm saying. Until you see the profile of those companies,
we cannot actually say that this is youth. I know that you will defend the elderly because you are a part of them.
It's not a matter of defense. It's cut across, as I'm telling you.
All right, we move on from there.
And the youth will also one day become elderly.
And that's why we need to talk about how we can permanently solve the get-rich-quick syndrome. From 8 o'clock, we'll take calls with regards to that. But before then, you can react to any of the stories in the papers this morning. We move on away from Daily Trust now, and we take a look at what is going on on this day paper that is different from all that we have looked at in the past. Nigerian excess crude accounts shrinks from $35.37 million to $376,655. Lawrence, you react to that after this call. Hello, good morning. Hello. Buddy, welcome back. 2 minutes, so.
2 minutes even too much for good.
Later, the money that was made available. Lawrence, Mr. President Gibbons, I think addressed the nation and said people should remit free that money has been made available. I see where the money has gone to. It is a country that is, and we say we are broke, and yet monies are leaving the shores of the country, getting to free hands, and nobody is doing anything about it. As we are talking about Madam Kemi, 80 billion, Accountant General. What has happened to Accountant General?
Well, he's been taken to court, right?
Have you heard it? What will happen at the end of the day?
Well, we will find out. Let the courts do their job now.
Now, Madam Kemi.
I'm Kem. Just leave me as Kem.
She doesn't want to be rude.
I just have to make myself happy this month because of that incident that happened.
I understand.
But what has happened in Kogi State? Here we have a governor who is young, and money is leaving the shores of under his purview, and nothing is being done about it. And here we are asking that people are not being metered in the country, and those money are getting to free hands. I don't know when we are going to get, but we have a hope. We know that if somebody did not do it today, or 2023, God will help us to get somebody who will fix this country and bring us together as a nation.
Amen. Good morning and God bless Nigeria, but okay, we move on from that now to this story here. APC appoints Shomole El Rufai chair and DG presidential campaign.
Well, the elections, the campaigns are going to start. It's going to be very interesting. Have somebody like Oshomole.
And even El Rufai.
Somebody like Oshomole. It's going to add a lot of glamour and drama to the whole thing.
All right, and we move on from that. This other story, I said we will come back to it. Nigeria's excess crude account shrinks from $37.37 million to $376,655 $1,000.
We really need a lot of money to do what we're supposed to do. And, with the pressure from especially the governors, always putting pressure on that account. That why do we need to keep money there when we need to do a lot of things? Share this.
We had a lot of things.
That's a question for another day.
Not today, ba?
Not today.
Not today. Because we need to know where this lot of things are.
Yes, now just take a look at your budget.
From the budget, is it translating to the everyday life?
Tell me. Okay, you're the one who asked.
I'm asking. You are the one who has been answering. And I'll be the answer. Does it translate?
We cannot say it does not.
And we cannot say it does.
Yeah. There are some sectors that we can feel.
E.g.
There are some sectors that we may not see immediately.
For example.
Do you understand? You are a journalist now.
You are a senior journalist.
I'm not speaking for this government.
You're a senior journalist.
I'm sure that if you listen to the Minister of Works and Transport,
Works and Housing, Babatunde Raji. No, we're talking about the governors, not the presidency, not the federal. Now we're looking at the governors. You started with the governors put pressure on that account. We're looking at the governors.
No. You cannot make a general statement, sweeping statement. Some governors are working.
I didn't make any sweepings. I've been asking questions. I've not made a statement.
Some governors are working. Governor El Rufai is working in Kaduna. If you see some of the infrastructure there, Governor Newsom Wike is working in River State. If you see some, and a few
even
of them,
Governor Umahi, I hear, is doing quite a bit, and he's doing it, in a very interesting way, so as not to belabor the government too much. I do hear that Governor Umahi is doing a lot.
Even Governor Sanwo-Olu in Lagos too.
Yeah.
I saw some pictures of some massive road construction going on in some parts of the state.
No, Lagos State is cut from a different cloth usually. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning. ID.
Thank God you're back.
Absolutely.
Dimetro.
Good morning, sir.
ASU strike. NLC threatened strike. In a country where our politicians tend not to look at we Nigerians as integral part of their, or even their lives, because if you don't vote for them, they won't be in power. So in a situation like that, you tend to look at issues from two different angles. Number one, the sensitivity of our leaders, our political leaders, and the resilience of we ordinary Nigerians. ASU strike has gotten to, ASU issue has gotten to a stage now that we parents, we are like. So I will support NLC, CUC, going on strike anytime if government tends not to be so responsive. That's number one. Number two, I think I read something about Fani Kayode that said, my president, my able and unable president is tired. I don't know whether you've read that thing.
No, we've not.
I think it's on one of the papers. I don't even know but it's one of the papers, really. I think I agree with Femi Fani Kayode. I'm never his fan. I think I agree with him. Some military officers killed in Abuja. I'm an able and unable president. I've never even issued a statement directly by him, not by proxy. That exactly assure Nigerians that your government is on top of the situation. Assure we, ordinary Nigerians, that yes, you as the government will secure and make sure that people are protected in the whole country, from Karanamuda
to the remotest part of Bayelsa State. My president did not do that. That shows my president, my able president is tired. There was security alert issued that this Boko Haram, ISWAP, and the rest of them will unleash terror on Abuja. I think this is last week. I don't think the government supposed to come out and say, okay, state, be on guard. Then, federal government deploy all the security agents around the whole of the country. Because it is the federal government that controls all of them. Now, go around the whole country so that Nigerians will be so confident and they even feel secured even in a situation where there is little security. You understand? Some of us will now be okay, let us go out and do some other things. But now, 44, whatever, secret service, DSS, Kem.
Sir.
It is not the sole duty of state secret service to issue only intelligence. It is not their problem. It is we have the military intelligence, we have other intelligence. What their own is to nip those things in the board. Get them. But you said it is the duty of DSS to issue intelligence report or no. I really want to agree with you on that.
Okay, no problem. I will do I'll do more research on it, but I know that their primary duty is intel, right?
Their primary secret security service within. You understand? So we have military intelligence, other armed forces, the armed forces. They have their intelligence. We have the NIA, we have the DIE. All of them, they are there. But the only thing I think we should do now as a country is to be able to expose and give information to all security agencies in this country. If we really want Nigeria, if we want us to be safe, we poor Nigerians. So thank you so much, Kem.
Thank you, ID. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you so much, my brother. Have a beautiful day.
God bless poor Nigerians.
Amen.
Okay, well, we move on from that now, and we look at this. FAC allocation rises by 18%. FG states to share 802 billion naira for the month.
And she carries her calculator.
No. I want to pick this call, but it looks like I lost it somewhere along the line. It's not the calculator. Wait, leave it first. Okay, 0903 22 29 797, 0903 22 29 797. Alternatively, 0818 22 22 205, 0818 22 22 205. 802 billion FAC goes to 36 states and, of course, the FCT.
It's business.
And we were talking about that just before you understand. Yeah,
It's going to be business as usual now. They'll share it. Everybody will shake hands and they'll smile. Nice doing business with you. And nobody will remember that I'm from APC, I'm from PDP government. Nobody will remember I'm a Christian governor, I'm a Muslim governor. When the issue of money is, everybody will smile. We'll go ahead with it. And we just cut it and back to our state, pay salaries, and give some to the local government to run their this thing, maybe just 10%, and then business as usual, wait for the next month.
Well, let's take a look at this WhatsApp message here. It says, good morning, Kem and Ogalo. Kem was asking what is wrong with Nigeria, and my observation is a lot is wrong with Nigeria. Among what is wrong with Nigeria includes greed, selfishness, lack of finance, and investment education, to mention a few. Nigerians need total mindset reorientation and education. And that's coming from Kola. Oh, by who? Oh, yeah, Kola, please respond. Mr. Lawrence said I should ask you by who. The truth is, you see, even the Yoruba people say that when they give birth to you, you rebirth yourself, okay? Nobody's going... Anyways, Lawrence, let's go back to this, our business as usual. Should I bring out my calculator? 802 billion naira to 36 states and the FCT. And some states will get 13% derivation, from
and
this.
Plus the internally generated revenue.
So you now ask yourself, what is, in Yoruba they'll say, kokoromiwo, what is swallowing the money in this country that we cannot, anyways, today is not the day. Today is not the day. Sir, let's move on. FX crisis. Made in Nigeria products fall 27% to 7.4 trillion naira.
Let's move on.
Okay, you said so. And we move on to another story. Nigerian graduates working as Canadian guards killed, identified.
Another sad one. It was in search of greener pastures. And he ended up dead. So sad.
And one would think that Canada is not like the US where you just hear nobody move.
Hey, but it doesn't mean that people don't get killed. There's no nation that is 0% crime.
It's sad. I wish his family and his loved ones the fortitude to bear the loss. But this one is interesting. It says here, passengers tackle bribe-seeking Oshun policemen, law graduates battered. So it appears that from what I gathered, that the policemen were trying to, and then the passengers just.
Indeed, a looter.
Well, maybe not. Even the policemen, when they come here for Police and Citizens, which goes on every Wednesday at 9 a.m. on CitizenFM, they usually say that you can arrest. You can arrest and call for.
You can arrest an armed man, and you are unarmed.
Well, in this case, this one they said fellow Nigerians, if you feel someone is involved in a crime or something, but I don't know how they were able to deal with this one.
Sometimes we need to be circumspect and stuff like this and use our brain.
To whom a brain is given, sense is expected. That's how they say it.
That's how you say it. I always hear that from you. I've not heard it anywhere else.
Well, but it's true, isn't it? We move on from that now, and in another 2 minutes, we'll take a quick break. And when we come back, we would look at how to solve the get-rich-quick syndrome that seems to have pervaded our nation. This is on the backdrop of the story. We'll be actually taking a look. We'll x-ray that story. A lady who's less than 30 is being held by the NDLEA for being in possession of cocaine, in some handbags. She was coming in from outside the country. She had over 2 kilograms of cocaine, in those bags. And
you know what I think, Kemi? Despite the fact that these very brave officers of the NDLEA keep arresting, keep prosecuting these criminals every day, day in, day out, you still have numbers of them doing. So it tells one thing, that they don't believe that it's a 0% arrest rate that we have.
But Lawrence, I think it could also be because the stakes are very high.
Yeah,
it could also be because the stakes are very high, and so what you see is someone saying, well, if I can scale through, and possibly they have scaled through.
Exactly, that's what
before now.
That's what I'm saying, because it will be practically almost impossible to have officers of the NDLEA at every point. Do you understand? At every point, because number one, I'm not sure that they have enough manpower they need and stuff like that.
Lawrence, let's quickly take this break, and when we do come back, it'll be time for the big talk. Do stay with CitizenFM 93.7.
Abuja. Wake up. Reach out. Speak up. Speak out. You are the voice of a new generation. And this is your station. Talk Radio 93.7 Citizen FM.
Once upon a time, for one village where they for air, everything they go well. Them they enjoy better things until them great grandpillar them tell them say he get one secret where they for inside calabash, for inside bush. Elders them gather, them send them more enter bush, impact in Ngongo and then Janja, take enter inside bush. When you see the calabash, where them papa, hide for inside bush. Time to open the calabash. More hard than knock. Last, in open the calabash. What's in me the secret where you come see?
Evening Jollof. As we bring them out, Abuja how far? Hashtag man up, tab yarns, mind your language. That's here, and the plenty gadget bitterness mixed with correct Niger song. Now them they inside Evening Jollof with SMO1 Radio Street Breeze for 93.7 Citizen FM Abuja. Flex Evening Jollof, Monday to Friday from 5 o'clock for evening, go reach 9 o'clock for night. Evening Jollof with SMO1 for 93.7 Citizen FM.
This is our journey. We have had our finest moments and our darkest hours. Yet we pull ourselves back from the brink every time. We are a resilient people. We are Nigeria. And when we talk, we share our views on Talk Radio 93.7 Citizen FM. A people united will never be defeated.
All right, Citizen FM 93.7 is 2 minutes past 8, and this is the Big Talk, Zuma Big Talk, where we get to look at solutions to some of the challenges we face as a people. One of the greatest challenges that Nigeria currently faces is the issue of get-rich-quick syndrome. You have young people, old people, no matter what they're called, okay, whether young or old, people are interested in having cash now, anyhow, everyhow, as long as they have the cash. And as a station who's dedicated to developmental programming, we are looking at ways we as a people can try to proffer solutions to the challenges we currently face. On the backdrop of this, one of the reasons why we're looking at it, not because it's not a challenge in the size, but recently, right, a young lady, all right, who is, I saw the story now. Okay, I'll take a quick break, I'll be back. All right, yeah, welcome back. 4 minutes past 8. Sometimes technology can just mess you up. In any case, this story has NDLEA arrest weak seller for concealing cocaine in women's designer bags. The 29-year-old was arrested at Enugu International Airport on her arrival from Egypt. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, have arrested Onora Caritas Onye, a wig vendor for trafficking cocaine. And she's right there holding her, her identification details there. Onye was arrested at Akano Ibiam International Airport, AIIA in Enugu on Saturday, the 23rd of July, 2022, upon her arrival at Enugu Airport on an Ethiopian air flight from Addis Ababa in Egypt. Onye, who's famous for selling wigs, was accosted by NDLE operatives who found 2.192 kilograms of cocaine in her possession. The 29-year-old suspect, according to NDLEA, concealed the drugs in two women designers' handbags with false linings. Lawrence.
Well, Kemi, it's a sad one because this does not mean that tomorrow another person will not be apprehended. It doesn't mean that in another airport as we speak now, somebody is not being apprehended. Because it goes to show that the bigger the money involved, you understand, the more the desperation. Even though people know that this is a dangerous trade, they know that the consequences are dreadful, they still engage in it.
You know, when we were saying that to find a solution to the get-rich-quick syndrome we have in our society, I did say that it's not just for the young people. On this same list, a 52-year-old father of 3 was apprehended for 76 pellets of cocaine, 52, 29, and then you so it's but the bottom line of all of this is this get rich quick syndrome.
Yeah, and see, Kemi, let me tell you a short story.
All right.
Because you mentioned the 50-something-year-old man there. In 2012, I was privileged to accompany the House of Representatives Committee on Diaspora to Brazil. And part of the visit, we visited an all-female prison in Sao Paulo. And the chairman of the committee now had a meeting with Nigerians, young Nigerian girls who were serving sentences for drug-related offenses in that prison. There were about 39 of them who came, and she spoke to the members of the committee, spoke to them, and tried to find out.
39 Nigerian women or men, or 39 Nigerians in total?
39 Nigerian female young girls for drug-related offenses alone, not for others.
I understand.
In Sao Paulo.
Do you have that number of women involved in drug trafficking? Okay, go ahead. Let me just let you finish with the story.
That's just in one prison. It's in one prison, not the whole of. So I was shocked because most of them were serving 12, 15, 13 years sentence. There was this particular woman. Everybody called her Mama. She was almost 60, I think 60 something, for drug-related crime. Although when she was talking, she said, no, she didn't know anything. She was part of it. And all the other females were immune to her, giving us an indication that she was lying and everything. So age is not a matter. Then secondly, one of them had a 8-year sentence. She had completed 6 years. So it was just a matter of a year and a half before she will be. So, and the chairman of the committee was like, okay, now that you're about to go, is there anything the Nigerian state can do to help rehabilitate you? Maybe when you come back to Nigeria. Said no, she's not coming back. When she gets back, when she gets out of the prison, she's going back right into the trade. She was just betrayed. And this time around, it will not happen again. She has learned her lesson. That this and shameless, she was saying that. So that
are you sure there is no mental?
No. See, Kemi, all the time they believe, if you know how the drug trade operates, it's a powerful cartel. So it's a powerful cartel. Sometimes, depending on who you work for, how powerful your baron is, you can move around.
Well, Lawrence, I don't want us to limit this to just drugs.
No. I'm just. I was. Two things brought this now. When the age issue, and then the get rich quick. What we found out was that about 80% of the girls there had thriving business in Lagos. Supermarkets, hairdressing salons, and boutiques and stuff like that. Thriving business. Do you understand? They were doing. And, because of how the facility in the prison there is, you could take phone calls, you could send money to your loved ones and everything. So most people would not suspect that, the owner of this facility is in prison. They'll just say she traveled to bring back goods and stuff like that. So that's it. They get rich quick. I think it's a societal problem. What are our values now? Our values seem to have changed drastically over the years. How
did we descend to this? Because it's actually now, for those who have values, we seem like the extinct species.
Exactly.
We seem like
they are looked upon as weird people, as odd people, as oversight. You're own too much. You understand? That's the issue. People no longer ask questions. Parents no longer ask questions when their wards come back from school or anything with things that they know that they can hardly afford.
And that's the reason why businesses like Yahoo, businesses, I don't want to call it businesses because that gives it some level of credence. That's the reason why you have things like the Yahoo, things like even human trafficking. You have people wanting to do human sacrifice.
Exactly.
Ritualists and all of that. And what that says is that nobody is safe.
And even people who have legitimate jobs in government tend to dip their hands. They want to make
into
as fast money as possible because they know that people are not going to. Kemi, can you imagine if we have a society in which people in your area know that you are a civil servant on level 10 and suddenly you come back with a brand new car? And people will start asking questions. Where did he get this money from? People start pulling away from you. People start showing you and your kids and everything.
Yes, now.
And then you need to explain and stuff like that. But yeah, the permissiveness is too pervading across. You understand? You carry cash, you want to buy a property, if you can carry the cash, 100 million naira, and you buy the property and nobody raises any eyebrow.
Okay, so how do we address this, Lawrence? I think because you see, at the end of the day, the YDX is how. What's the way forward? And that's where you get to call in 0818-22-22-205 is the Zuma Big Talk, trying to solve societal issues in Nigeria. 0818-22-22-205. Alternatively, you may call 0903-2229-797, 0903-2229-797. Lawrence, what's the way forward?
I don't like that question.
Lawrence, we need to be finding the way forward.
You see, for me, I think there are certain things as citizens we can start to do gradually. It's not a magic,
as citizens.
It's not a magic wand. I understand, and it's not going to eradicate it overnight.
Absolutely.
First, if we can stop hero worshipping these people that you know in your heart of heart is a corrupt.
Oh, you're more now. The money is not clean.
Our places of faith, places of worship. They worship.
They will sit in front.
They worship them. You understand? In your family gathering, everyone will wait until he arrives before any decision is made. You understand? He just left the village 6 months ago, and he's coming back with 3 cars. He's coming back to pull down the family house, to build the house, and you know that in your heart of heart that this young man or this young woman is not doing a legitimate business. No questions are raised. Understand? We should stop as friends. On social media, you see man, he has hammered. You understand? And you worship it. He gets an appointment
and
today.
They will say, cut soap for me.
He gets an appointment maybe in government today, and you start putting pressure on him. Please don't forget me. Now that you're there, it's our turn to do. So there are a lot of things that...
Lawrence, let's quickly take this one. It says, Ogalo, this can be achieved by all of us. That's caller, what you people are doing every day, and some of our contributions are also part of it. So let us keep doing this, and one day we will get there. Let's quickly take this call. Hello, good morning. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Good morning. Yes, ID.
Yeah. Demesto.
Good morning, sir. Again.
Good morning. Yeah. You see, the issue of get-rich syndrome, I think I will attach it, this is my personal opinion, I think I will attach it to greed. Greed, as in greed. Greed. A lady that has been doing a business, selling wigs, selling other things, are you telling me that particular lady will not be a little bit comfortable? But greed, as in to get rich, as in I want to get rich, I want to follow, I want to be part of these so-called celebrities, I want to be like this. It's greed, pure greed. And that is why we now see some of our young guys going into, for Yahoo, 419, and the rest of it. The next two.
Yes, sir.
Now, let me give you an instance. 2010 World Cup, I was privileged to go to Brazil. 2010. Do you know my father told me? My father said I should not go along with any bag, nothing. But when I get to Brazil, I should buy my paste, buy my toiletries, buy my personal whatever, and even all these other things. So what we were giving, they shift that thing. My father, I said, Dad, what is the meaning of this? I just said, you pack these things, you are on your own. I said, Daddy, why? Notoriously. No, I don't know. Okay, Brazil, South America. Generally drugs. So my father said I should not go with anything. Next to, do you know, I went with only my tracksuits. My tracksuits. And when I got, a lot of people were like, we went through a chartered flight from Abuja here. When we got to Brazil, searching my dear maestro. They did not even believe in any Nigerian.
Yes.
Despite the fact that we were coming for, Now, I was like, your load, nothing. Your luggage, nothing. And they were so afraid of, what is this man coming to do around here? But I had my tag hanging, very big. So, Mesto, I really want to appreciate what you just told us now. That the same thing happened when you.
Yes.
But we are not able to visit any prison. But the only problem is greed, and greed. That is what is affecting some of us Nigerians. And do you know why, Mesto? The flamboyant life some of our leaders lead. My brother, is just, I'm telling you, it's just so much. They will collect from you. I think, show it to you, and dare you that you will not be able to say anything. So that is justice. I will just, my final submission is greed, and greed. There are a lot of Nigerians that will have about 5 million naira or 3 million naira and travel abroad. That if I come back, I will do this thing, I will bring some jobs in. Then, and I think Buba Marwa, assuming Buba Marwa is not a general, all these exploits will not, I'm telling you, won't be able, the other man, the former chairman of NDLA, Giade, that the civilians was able to do little because of the powers that be. So look at General Buba Marwa, the great General Buba Marwa. But I think he should extend his tentacles to the north too, because we have we have a lot of international airports up north. Some guys might be using that to operate. So I think we need to commend Buba Marwa and the operatives and the personnel of NDLA. I'm very proud of them.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of them.
Thank you very much, ID. God bless Nigeria.
God bless poor Nigerians.
And leave out the rich ones.
God bless Nigeria. God bless Nigerians. Poor, rich or poor, it's 18 minutes past 8. The big talk, we're looking at the get rich quick syndrome in Nigeria. What is the way forward? You know, Lawrence, when you were speaking earlier, you made mention of the fact that people have big businesses here in Nigeria and they're there in jail in Brazil. You know, for a very long time, I used to wonder why you go into some shops and the people in the shops will be nasty. I don't know if you've ever experienced that. You go into some shops, you want to buy something, and they will be nasty. Even if the owner is around, maybe the girls or something, they will treat you as if, excuse me, what are you looking for in this place? I used to ask myself, are you not open for business? Are you not, is it not that you're not here because you want customers to come in and buy something? You know, and at some point it dawned on me that many of those businesses were just, you know, they're just fronts, you know. But then, we're trying to solve the get-rich-quick syndrome in Nigeria, trying to see how we can work together as citizens to make sure we have a great country. On the Zuma Big Talk this morning, you get a call, you get to send a text message, you get to send a WhatsApp message, 0818-2222-205. Alternatively, you may call 0903-2229-797. And this, yes, you may also send a WhatsApp message to 0818-2222-205. All right, this message here says the get-rich-quick syndrome in Nigeria is a major challenge, and it's because when we see people who have money, we don't ask questions. When they come in with all their money, all we think of is how we can get it from them. That gives some credence to whatever they must have achieved illegally.
And also, as citizens, we also enable some of these things. For example, elections are coming. We will elect our leaders at different platforms. And over the years, we know some of these candidates. We know how they were 10 years ago. We know how they were 15 years ago. We know what they are worth now. And if you look at what kind of business were they involved in, some of them don't even have a business that they run. Some of them have been in government all through. So if you look at whatever they are getting as salaries and allowances, it doesn't add up to how the kind of lifestyle they do. But we still hail them because of the crumbs that we expect to get from them at the end of the day. We let it blind our decision-making process.
Hello, good morning. Hello? Oops. 0818-2222-205. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from? It's the Big Talk on the Zuma Show, CitizenFM 93.7 is the dial.
Yeah.
Maskman calling from Abuja.
Maxman, it's been a while, oh.
Maxman, you're sounding so intimidating.
Walai.
So intimidating.
Walai.
Yeah, with your voice. I hope we are safe.
Yeah. You see, our problem in this country is this. When people make money, we do not question how they make the money. If even we know they commit or they steal or dupe our national money, we have no care for that. All we need is this man is rich, we respect him. Imagine the Boko Haram commander that is crowned an MI of Fulani. What do you expect younger ones that are looking up, growing up, to think? They will say, I want to become a terrorist so that I can be as rich as that MI. So we are the one encouraging this thing, not until we change our ways and begin to have respect for moral value, and then reorientating ourselves, and then we respect and honor our constitution. Things will be going worse. They will not even stand still, because the younger generation, with the introduction of, with the arrival of internet, you are here, you can browse and see everything anywhere in the world. Things will be going worse and worse unless we reorientate ourselves. Thank you, King Kim. Let me give chance to others.
Thank you very much, so Maxman, and God bless Nigeria.
And Kim, you know, I also remember something I read 3 days ago. I think there was this incident in Port Harcourt. I think the EFCC operatives raided some students and they arrested some students suspected to be engaged in internet fraud. So the leadership, I think the leadership of NANS now intervened. And one of the leaders now came out to say, when he went to the EFCC, and they now opened the accounts of some of these students, he found 150 million in sum, 100 million naira in the account balance. And these are students in the university or in the higher institution. So I was thinking, how do you justify that? It's not as if you inherited any money from your parents or anything. And these monies came in a space of 6 months. So you know that something is wrong.
And the truth about it is the way they will even use that money.
Exactly.
But we also now need to look at the angle where the media comes in. You hear some songs that for example, as much as I like the song, is danceable. Every time I hear the song, if you don't get money, hide your face, I say to myself, this is not fair. Because what you're saying to people who don't have cash is that God has been unfair to them. And as our fingers are unequal, there will never be a country where all of us will have equal amount of money. Contentment is what sets us apart. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. The Zuma Big Talk.
Hello, Kenny. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to have you on the program this morning again, buddy.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
I believe you, and Kemi. Kemi.
Sir, you said you believe Kemi. We didn't get that last thing you said.
Lawrence, we are old school.
We are old school.
Kem. I could remember a just common pencil in 1984. That I came back home, and that was the very first day my father.
I'm no pandube.
You will never forget that.
But that was the very first day my father was to search my bag. I was in 3. I came back with my friend's pencil. He forgot it under the bench, and I found it. I was the class captain, so I found it. I said, okay, let me take it. So I was scared, but I said, let me just do that. Tell me, the mask is still on my back.
I know. I can feel you. I feel you. I know what.
My father, the word that came out of my father's mouth was, "I'm a thief." You are a thief.
That's our baby.
That's our
citizen baby.
Tell me, I will never forget that. And that taught me a lesson. Up till date, when I'm doing things, I remember that word. What part of the mouth was that? My name, the family's name is bigger than you. That is the value I was brought up with.
So, but where did we go wrong?
We went wrong because people are beginning to, I think where we got it wrong is this, Lauren. Those in the hands of affairs, those we look up as models. Who is our role model today? Every child wants to look at just like what you said about the song, there's a particular song now that they use on those initiation grounds. If you watch most of the videos, you hear that song. That's what those boys they use.
Oh, Buga?
On their initiation ground. So you know, not even the Buga.
Okay, which
there's
one? I don't know.
One that,
I don't.
There's one other one that sounds as if it's a horror film soundtrack. That's what the boys are using today.
I don't have an idea.
I think if I can remember it, I don't even listen to it. I listen to the songs. You understand? I listen to Fela and Co now if I want to listen to music. Tell me, where we got it wrong is just the way people, parents are looking at their children. Your child comes home, just like what you said about the university now. The child went to school and come back with a Lexus Jeep. The father will not question my ask, where did you get the money from? But rather, the father will celebrate him.
And will put pressure on the other one that doesn't have.
And put pressure on the other ones that they are not their brother. Tell me, there's a story presently I'm still trying to investigate. It's somebody I knew. And what I'm hearing now is very, very, I'm not happy about it.
But how do we solve this thing permanently? Or how do we start solving it?
The problem is just for orientation, morals. Let us begin to tell our children to be contented. Start little. Hard work pays. Good name is better than riches.
After all, nobody will take a dime out of this world.
That is it.
But they go and attend to our baby. Thank you so much. I see Busai Olu rushing me out of the studio. Lawrence, what would you like to say? What would you like to say? To wrap up the big talk today.
Well, I think as citizens, we need to start small at our family level. The ones you can influence, your children, your nieces, your cousins, nephews, and those ones that you talk to them, and also live by example.
Absolutely.
It is one thing to say this and you don't live by example because people are watching.
Absolutely. And for me, I would say that one of the greatest values you can give to your children is the ability to be contented. I remember in those days when they give you food and you say, that person's food is more than me. You may not even get to eat the food until like 3 hours later, because they'll say, no, you must face what you want. Then as children, when there's something in front of you, you are told to pick the one in front of you, not to stretch your hand to pick the one that is bigger. Those are the little things that changed our orientation. And more importantly, we should respect humans as humans, regardless of what earthly possessions they have. Human beings are first human beings, regardless of wealth or whatever it is that they may have acquired. When you give the respect you give to the security guard, to the head of the office, he feels like a human being, and he doesn't feel like he has been forsaken because he doesn't have as much cash as the office owner. That is very important. That's a value we all can deploy. Thank you very much. My name is Kem, and that's it for the Zuma headlines. Join me at 9 o'clock for Police and Citizens, and of course, join Lawrence Umwete at 10 for the program with the Labour spokesperson. The sports guys are here ready to chase me out. I'll be here to chase them out at 9 too, so it's a good thing. I'm Kem. Have a great day, and do stay with Citizen FM 93.7.